So anytime you say, wait a minute, Rabbi, should I really not be friends anymore with my friend? He's an atheist, he hates God, he actually makes fun of it, but I really like the guy. He makes me happy. If he makes you happy, you're a Rasha also. Why? Ish lefi ma'alalo. Shlomo Melech teaches us, and we went over it with Rav Wasserman Shiur last week and the week before, each person is judged based on how he judges others, what he's inspired by, what he appreciates. You appreciate a wicked person, that means that you see something in him, in yourself. Or what about if I help him do tshuva? If you help him do tshuva, that means it's no longer a friendship. You're on a mission. You're on a mission. But the reality is that if you're already friends with such a person, it's going to be very, very different for you, very difficult for you to influence him. Why? Because he sees you already as something else. Point being is that if a person is already a Rasha, he's to the point where he's distorting the Torah, he's making fun of the Torah, he's a apikos against the Chachamim, against all of the sages and so on, such a person is definitely a kotz, which brings nothing good to society. The only thing you can do with such a person is stay away from him. Stay away from him. Why? You won't benefit from him in any way. And that's why when it comes to certain people like this, you're not even allowed to be in partnership with them. You're not allowed to be in a room with them. You have to treat them in a certain unique way. Now, when a person has gotten used to being friends with Rashaim, with wicked people, what happens? Eventually, he thinks it's allowed. Why? When he came, he brought up in a religious world, he's brought up in yeshiva system, everything, but now he wants to go into business. Now he doesn't know any other people that are from Lakewood or Muncie or other places that are willing to go into business with them. So he figures, where could I get some investors? Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can get some investors from Wicked Street. And he decides to go, whoever has money, doesn't care about whether they're wicked or they're righteous. He just decides if they have money, they're a good partner. Now guess what happens? He starts becoming partners with wicked people, thinking, look, this guy's a nice guy. He's not so bad after all. Okay, maybe he doesn't have the same religious beliefs as me. Maybe he's not a Shomer Shabbat. Maybe he eats shrimps. Maybe he does this. Maybe he does that. But that's his own personal life. Why is he bad to be in partnership with? He's bad to be in partnership with because he's a kutz, because he's bad to society, because he is against Hashem. You just don't see it. Why? You've taken a bribe. You've taken a bribe, you're in business with him. And now you didn't see anything wrong right away. And as the Gemara in Masechet Yoma says, already becomes allowed in your mind. So he goes into partnership with him. And that's why anytime you see religious people in partnership with non-religious people, this is exactly it. They figured, I need money. This wicked guy has money. Why not do business with him? Why not do business with him? And then they do business, and initially, nothing wrong happens. So the Yetzer Hara says, see, nothing bad happens. What? Avraham Avinu says, don't even be in the same room with them. They may kill you. Look, the guy's in business with you. You're in the same office for 2 years. He didn't kill you. Obviously, the Gemara is not talking about this guy. He's talking about evil people, people that, pray to cows and stuff. He's not talking about a Jew. Starts rationalizing in your head. You, Mr. Religious, are best friends now with Mr. Anti-Religious. But little by little, life goes on, and all of a sudden your wife tells you, no, honey, you changed. And you look at her, I changed? I thought you changed. Goes, no, I say the same Bet Yaakov girl I've always been my whole life. And Baruch Hashem, our kids don't spend time with you, so they stayed the same tzaddikim day. But you changed. I changed. Why do you think I changed? What made you change? Well, I don't know. All I can tell you is that since you've been in partnership with this Steve, the shrimp-eating Mechalel Shabbat, who likes to make fun of God, all of a sudden, I don't know, all of a sudden you like to watch baseball, all of a sudden your music, your car, instead of playing Shulei Torah, you're listening to gangster rap, all of a sudden you have a certain slang, like you come from the hood. I don't know, it's not so fitting for a Yid. It's a little off. I don't know. I didn't think they taught you that in yeshiva. No, you're just being fanatic. That's you religious people. Religious people. I thought you're a religious person. All of a sudden you see this little Hasidish guy. All of a sudden he's like a little gangster. What happened? How did he change overnight? He changed overnight without noticing. Without noticing. He made the wrong partner because he doubted what the Chachamim said. Chachamim said you're not allowed to be in a room alone with someone who doesn't have Yirat Shamayim. Needless to say, someone that's against Hashem, or Asha. He says, listen, I need money. If Hashem wants me to be in business, he'll send me money, whatever way he's going to send me. So you gave Hashem rules, and in essence, you followed your own. And that's what happens, Rabotai. Little by little, they start thinking that the sin is allowed, the forbidden is allowed, the forbidden is good. And when tragedy happens, and the shrimp eater, the gangster, the guy that's a thief, eventually shows his true colors, I can't believe I did it, I don't understand. What do you mean you don't understand? This has been writing on the wall for 10 years. It's just that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was hoping you do tshuva beforehand.